Hello! Wait. Am I even in the frame?
I didn't move it. You're very much in the frame.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know why. It just looked like it was... Alright. I thought you might have...
Hello!
Hello!
I cut your head off.
What?
Alright, sit down here.
Alright. So,
the only one.
Okay, so welcome back to Drunk Doctor Who, Heroes and Villains, episode...
Woo, 1 week later and we're wearing the
22.
same outfit.
Same the evening.
That's right.
We do two of these at a time.
Where are we drinking this week?
Oh look, I poured more magma flame. Because life's too short for bad tasting alcohol.
and twisted tea.
Alright, episode 22, you forgot to move that. Alright.
Whoops. It's almost like we recorded them back to back.
They know we do this. We told them we do this. Alright, so today we're talking about the villain Salamander. You realize the date's the same on here, right?
That's because we hopped in the TARDIS and traveled back in time to record these.
No, next week we're going to
Very
hopefully
busy
do
schedule.
Pyramids of Mars. And then...
In front of the pyramids in Vegas.
No, Pyramids of Mars will be here. We don't go to Vegas until that Thursday.
What are we doing in Vegas?
Huh.
Are we going to be sober enough to do an episode in Vegas?
We should. I mean, after Pyramids of Mars is the android invasion.
Doing the android invasion in Vegas.
Hopefully, yeah. Otherwise, we might end up doing another Heroes and Villains.
Maybe one of each.
We'll see. Yeah, we do 2 nights. Anyway, I don't know.
They charge extra.
Still kind of want to keep it one. I guess do 2 in Vegas because you're in Vegas and it's a great backdrop.
We could do a Heroes and Villains and a regular podcast.
That'd be cool.
We could do one in the apartment and give us time to find a location to shoot outside the hotel.
Yeah, I don't want to do a good location.
Like the water thing. Waterworks.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we need... The problem is going to be the wind, the sound, and too much... we would have to have somebody guard the camera.
We'll get a big fluffy thing. I'm very fast. I'll run them down if they take the camera. We'll chain it to me.
No.
It screws in there.
Alright, anyway, we're talking about Salamander. He is our choice for the best one-shot villain for the second Doctor.
Reptilian, 4 legs.
Oh, no. Emperor of the Earth, remember? But he was played by the second Doctor.
Troughton looked like, except he had a big mole, he had a thick Spanish accent. He was from... Was he from Cuba?
No.
Spain?
I think Spain. I
think he was Spanish.
But anyway, so great villain, took over the Earth. And
terrible security detail.
Yeah, really bad. He had a bunch of people in an underground bunker helping him make all the natural disasters, and people believed him because he knew when the natural disasters were going to happen because he made them. So you go like 4 episodes not knowing any of this, and then he goes down in the underground bunker, and it's like, holy crap, it's like a left turn, you know? It's like, what is this?
Politicians will always take advantage of a disaster to seize more power.
Correct.
It's kind of like when we had Hartnell's lookalike in the French Revolution.
Right.
And then we had a Hartnell lookalike Dalek robot.
Kind of, yeah.
Hartnell had 2 doppelgangers. He had an android and a
But
person.
we don't really see any more after that.
So, the Doctor's appearance is sometimes influenced by other people. Do you think that's why they bumped into the lookalikes? Because Troughton was force regenerated by the Time Lords. Did they think
Correct.
he could have just plucked the Salamander's appearance and given it to the second Doctor?
No.
And that's why they're doppelgangers?
No. Like I said in the last episode, the 5th Doctor plays a character in the serial Arc of Infinity before he plays the 6th Doctor, before he plays the 6th Doctor.
And that's where he got his appearance from.
But Capaldi specifically references why he has that face after being a character in the Fires of Pompeii episode. So he specifically references it and talks about it and wonders why that face. In fact, he broods on it for an entire season. He very much was influenced by that. The only other time we see a double along those lines
We have, even the companions have their doppelgangers. Like, was it Steven? With the...
Oh, yeah. Steven in The Chase has his double early in the episode. What's-her-face from Torchwood will have a double in her great-great-aunt before she's in Torchwood. She plays it on Doctor Who. Amelia Rose is in The Fires of Pompeii as well. Amy Pond. Sorry, not Rose. Amy Pond / Williams.
Blake.
Nay Williams.
Puddle.
No. She's in the show before she's Amy. And the Doctor has a duplicate later on. The 10th Doctor, Tennant, with the Metacrisis Doctor. Yeah. He has a duplicate in the Metacrisis Doctor.
Have you met your duplicate? Do you think there's another Hatter running around there?
I think my wife would kill me if that were the case. Yeah.
Where do you think you would find your doppelganger?
I don't know. Could be anywhere. Maybe France. I mean, I'm mostly French. Cajun. But yeah, so we do have duplicates like that, and this is the second Doctor playing Salamander, and he's trying to get in by impersonating Salamander to save the world.
Do you think Troughton got paid double for that serial?
Doubt it. The BBC...
They were casting, and they're like, who's right for this role? And Troughton was like, I'll take that paycheck too.
No, the BBC was very, very poor back then, which is why you have a lot of episodes with mistakes, because they couldn't afford to edit it. And that's why they scrapped a lot of film and the videotapes, because they couldn't afford new ones, and so they reused them.
They couldn't afford having Hartnell anymore.
Well, I mean...
He kept messing up too many takes.
Correct. But yeah, the BBC was still in the 60s recovering from the Second World War, as was all of Britain. I mean, they're much better now. By the 80s, they were fine, but in the 60s, I mean, the rationing didn't end until sometime in the 70s, if I remember correctly. Anyway, so Salamander, egomaniac, psychopath, world emperor, controlling everything, just willing to kill people at the drop of a hat. It's like, yeah, kill him, yeah, kill him, yeah, kill him. Doesn't care. He's just willing to murder and slaughter everybody for power. And in the end, he manages to get into the TARDIS, and he gets thrown out. And he's just...
So we might run into him again.
I don't think anybody could play him. And Troughton's long since passed away.
People often get picked up in space. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
You remember what the odds were of getting picked up in space?
It happens.
Only because of the improbability drive. It doesn't happen normally. Oh, man. Alright. Just like Celestial Toymaker, I would love to see Salamander come back, although I don't think he will.
You know what the odds of that are? I think you're going to need an improbability drive for him to come back.
Yeah. Alright. Anyway,
Fun villain. My favorite part was just hearing Troughton talking to
that
big
accent.
Spanish accent.
Oh. What you talking about, huh?
He had like the spray tan going.
Well, it was black and white. We couldn't tell if he had a spray tan.
It looked like they darkened him up a little bit.
Probably. They do that later on with some yellow face.
They put some sun on
and some other things. We get to the point in the Fourth Doctor where there's an Asian played by the best actor they could get, which was a white guy, so they yellow face him up. It's not particularly good. And that happens a good bit in the Fifth Doctor with Snake Dance and what's the other one? Black Orchid? No, not Black Orchid.
We have to be
Kinda.
We have to be careful about talking about yellowface. People get very upset about that. Just recently, there's this YouTube channel that makes shorts. They're doing these ghost stories. So one guy had jaundice, so they put him up in like yellow makeup for his jaundice. And someone thought he was wearing yellowface, and they got very offended.
Remember, you can't give offense. It can only be taken. I could wear this maroon shirt and somebody could take offense at it.
It's a very offensive shirt.
No, but that's the thing. I mean, I can't give it; they can only take it.
The color maroon killed my mother. You didn't even ask.
But it's so stupid. It really is. But yeah, I've got a friend. I think his background is mostly Hawaiian Islander, so he's a bit Asianish looking, but he had jaundice and he looked so yellow, and it was not good. Poor guy. I feel so bad for him, but he's better now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's better now.
I'm glad that story took it up.
Yeah,
that's not where I thought it was going.
Well, he still has problems. He has medical problems because he's in his 60s and he's on dialysis. But I am glad that he is better and the jaundice is not the way it was. It was, so acute.
Can we talk about how every Simpsons character has jaundice? And what
Not
happened
all
to
of
their
them.
fifth finger?
Yeah, okay. That's the Simpsons. That was the style they had then. They only had 4 fingers and they were yellow.
It costs less to animate this than this. They ran out of the skin color crayons. So when doing the storyboards, they just grabbed the yellow crayon. Like, I guess that's what they're supposed to look
So online, I'm on the digital spy forums for Doctor Who. And I've got a running thread I started like 5 years ago.
Is that illegal? Digital spying?
That's just the name of it. Alright. But I've got a running thread I started like 5 years ago. Because Doctor Who keeps coming with like 8 episodes of series. 10 episode series. This year, 6 episodes of series. And The Simpsons keeps putting out 23, 24 episodes. Right. So I did a running episode count where The Simpsons is catching up to Doctor Who. And like, if it goes another like 5 years, we may pass up Doctor Who.
The Simpsons?
If The Simpsons goes another 5 years, yeah.
It's gonna do you think it's gonna make it another 5 years?
I don't know. I think Sony took The Simpsons off of Amazon and put it on Disney, because Disney now owns Fox. Okay, they only ever released
Sony
the first.
doesn't like Disney very much, though.
Well, no, it's Disney. Disney owns Fox. So only the first 20 seasons were ever released on DVD or Blu-ray. Okay, so you have 20 seasons and the movie between 16 and 19. They stopped doing Blu-rays. In fact, you had season 20 and you had 1 through 17, and for a long time you didn't have 18 or 19. But they finally released them. But they're not going to release anything above 20.
We can get you a disc burner.
I buy them on Amazon Prime.
You can burn your own Blu-rays.
I buy them on Amazon Prime.
But this way is free.
No, I've already bought them. Anyway,
you can take the seasons you bought and put them on a Blu-ray disc for it.
I'm good.
That's legal. It's called
storage. Backup.
Digital media. It's kind of like the argument with game ROMs. You have a freedom of platform to experience the content that you purchased.
Correct.
Supposedly.
Correct. But anyway, so
if you buy a digital edition, you should be able to burn that to a disc because what if that website goes down? People lose.
I agree. But I've got them on Amazon Prime. And
what happens when Amazon Prime goes bankrupt tomorrow and they shut down the website?
Amazon will bankrupt?
There's a bubble.
I mean, I guess at one point they said, U.S. Steel will never go bankrupt or something.
They said the housing market would never crash.
Yeah, nobody ever said that. All right.
A bomb to
nobody who wasn't an idiot ever said that. All right, so anyway. But The Simpsons is catching up, and if they go another 5 years. So they're on Disney Plus. And unless you purchase the seasons like I have, you can't see them without buying them unless you have Disney Plus. So even though the Simpsons is a reasonably conservative show and Disney is super liberal, I think they may continue the Simpsons and keep them going just to have that draw to Disney Plus.
Well, all conservatives and liberals like money, so it's... I heard a witch in the alley. What was that noise?
And there's a dog across the other. Anyway,
what's on his table?
So I think The Simpsons may continue for a few more years, just so Disney Plus can have that draw.
As long as they're profiting.
Yeah, as long as they did take pay cuts not too long ago in order to continue the show.
Who owns Peacock? Because I thought Peacock was a Fox streaming service, but Disney owns Fox. But
Wait.
wasn't The Office on Fox?
I don't know, but Fox and I think NBC both co-owned Hulu.
Maybe it's NBC that owns
Right.
Fox.
But well, NBC would own
Disney
Peacock
owns
because
Fox.
NBC proud as a peacock was their motto. So Fox and I think NBC, or was it ABC, co-owns Hulu. But now Disney owns Fox, and they own a partial share, I think, in the other company. So they own most of Hulu.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was actually on Hulu as a beta tester back in the day. Yeah, it was some years before they got rid of my account, but
I'm not a fan of Hulu.
I watched Lost on there.
Like the price you pay for Netflix, you pay for Hulu, and you still have ads. If you don't want ads, you pay like twice as much. I hate paying for something and then still having ads and advertisements.
Agreed.
And that's what every AAA game title's turning into. Is like
AAA.
I paid the main Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed. I paid full retail price for Call of Duty Cold War, right? Still get ads on like every loading screen for, hey, buy our battle pass, buy this, buy that, buy these crates, buy transmogs. It's like I just want to buy a product and enjoy it and not have a constant every loading screen just trying to sell me something else.
Do you remember the group Sig Sputnik?
Did I remember the group? I don't think that was my time.
No, it wasn't. They were a...
I don't think I ever experienced the group Sig Sputnik.
They were a kind of hard rock group out of like somewhere in Eastern Europe. They were famous for one thing. Their only hit was minor hit was Love Missile F-111. But on their album, between the tracks, the vinyl, they sold ad space. So you'd have a song on the vinyl, you would have an ad, and then you'd have the next song. It's like, what the hell?
How incredibly frustrating is that?
Yes.
Now I bought an Amazon Fire tablet because I want to get a tablet to take notes on for the podcast and then digitize all the notes so I can search up things by keywords. I just think it'd make the whole note-taking process easier. So I got just like a cheap $90 tablet. Horrible, it's super slow and laggy. I understand it's only like a $90 tablet. I got it on sale for $40. That's why I bought it. It runs worse than this $20 Android phone I got for free. But here's the kicker, this Android tablet, when you lock the screen, it shows you an ad. There's an ad on the lock screen that you pay for this tablet. And you go, this is incredibly annoying. Why are they showing me ads on the lock screen of this product that I paid for? So you go to opt out. Impossible to find options. You have to look up guides on Google how to opt out. So you finally get there in the hidden settings count menu and like, oh, here's the opt out button. It says, you want to opt out of ads on your lock screen? $15. $15, no more ads on your lock screen.
Pay the $15.
I returned the tablet.
Oh, okay.
I was about ready to throw it out the window.
I
I don't think I'm ever buying another Amazon product. Drives me crazy. Aggressive marketing.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you for joining us for 5 minutes of Salamander.
Oh, we're supposed to be talking about
45 minutes of everything else.
What's your favorite Salamander episode?
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
it is only in the one series.
It's only in the 1-0. If I had to pick one, episode 5, but okay. That's when you find out about the underground bunker and all that stuff, and I'm like...
Is that a 6-parter?
Yeah, it's a 6-parter. So I'm like, what the hell? This guy's nuts.
If only he had beefed up his security.
Yeah.
I did like the whole unit thing that we had going on during the third Doctor.
Wait, that's Third Doctor.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with Salamander.
Didn't Unit show up in the Salamander episode?
No.
Didn't you have a couple of... No? I don't know.
No, the Brigadier shows up first in
The web of...
Web of Fear. Right.
The rail system underground.
Right, and then he shows up
Yeah, you're right. We didn't have a unit for that.
Yeah, and he's not the brigadier at that point. He's a lieutenant colonel or something. Then he shows up once more with the second doctor, and then he's there for pretty much all the third doctor and into the fourth. And then he shows up periodically after that. And we'll get to the brigadier and Sergeant Benton sometime.
Have we not talked about the brigadier? That's what we just found out. We didn't talk about the brigadier yet. Doesn't it feel like we've talked about? I'm sure.
Okay. Next Heroes and Villains, we're probably going to do the third doctor and Elizabeth Shaw. And the one after that, probably the brigadier and Sergeant Benton.
It's a terribly offensive t-shirt header.
Oh my gosh, I know. How's it a t-shirt? It has a pocket.
What do you call a shirt with a pocket, if not a t-shirt? Just a shirt?
Sure.
What makes it... I thought the T was the fact that it's shaped like a T.
I think you're right.
Yes,
This is my dad's shirt, though.
So is it a t-shirt?
I don't know.
Just a shirt. I thought a shirt usually has buttons, and a t-shirt is like a slip-on. What's the definition of a t-shirt? That's why it's a T, because it doesn't have buttons.
You can slip on a shirt with buttons.
Well, yeah, but it's not your only option.
Alright.
Your only option for a t-shirt is a slip-on.
Alright, we'll see you next time when hopefully we actually watch Pyramids of Mars and we talk about that and the Brothers Grimm.
You know who lives on Mars?
Ice Warriors.
I don't think they show up though.
No.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let us know in the comments below your favorite one-shot villain. And we might talk about them. Probably not.
Patreon and stuff.
Check out our Patreon link in the description below.
Bye.
Bye.